Hi, I am Kaylee. I'm a doctor of pediatric physical therapy and a mama of 2 babies, Earthside and 2 in heaven. And I am now a stay-at-home book lady. I am so excited to show you our holiday titles. As you can see, I've got all of our Christmas books out. The weather's starting to turn cool and it's getting me so excited. But before I show you our Christmas titles, which are my personal favorite, I wanted to actually show you some Halloween titles that we just got to add to our collection. So my 2 kiddos, just for reference, are 3 and 5. I have a 5-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy, and we did not have many Halloween books, to be honest, so I added a few to our collection this year. This is my first year staying at home with my kiddos, and I really aspired to be a crafty mom, but I never remember to take those things that I see on Pinterest or Instagram and actually do them with my kids, and oftentimes they require special supplies that I don't have at home on hand. So I was so excited to get this little Halloween things to make and do book. I think this will be such a helpful resource. We can use it year after year. There are some things on pages that, like my 5-year-old could do, like learning to draw a cat or doing these fun little puzzles, but there's a lot of really fun crafts that can be done every year. We are really trying to reduce how much time we're on digital media, whether it be my phone or my laptop. So I love that I'm going to be able to look at these fun potions. I love that I'm going to be able to just crack open this book and they can see the step-by-step with me, because what often happens is if I find things on Pinterest, I've got my laptop up and it's just harder to see and we're trying to scroll. They're going to be able to see everything here like in the good old days, right? And everything that I've seen in here that as I've been looking through it has had stuff that we already have on hand, which is just so nice. I love that I'm not going to be running out to the store. Look at that cute little foot. So Halloween things to make and do is very fun. I'm super excited to get started on some of these. We also got the Little Children's Halloween activity book. This is so big that I do feel like for several years my kids will pull this out. I actually, life hack, put all of our holiday books that are themed to a specific holiday, I pack those away with our holiday decorations so that I can always find them when I go to pull out our Halloween stuff. I have our books and our activity books and any stickers or sensory bins or things like that on hand in that basket. And that just saves me a ton of time, and it also has a designated spot for everything. But this one is really fun. It's got some fun stickers. I would say probably 5 and up is perfect for this. Lots of fun puzzles, mazes, little things to draw, and I loved these activity books as a kid. I don't know about you, so I'm excited for her to start doing these and maybe for me to get to do some too. We also got her a little sticker dolly dressing Halloween, and I'll show you here in a minute. We got the Christmas one as well. I decided, if you're a mom, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have an indecisive child, around Halloween time last year, she changed her costume 5 times, even after I had ordered her costume. So I've decided that this is actually going to be part of our Switch Witch gift, which means that on the night of Halloween, our kiddos will turn in a certain portion of their Halloween candy and they get something from the Switch Witch. And so the reason I'm going to give her this after Halloween is because there's so many fun Halloween costume ideas, but I've already ordered her Ariel wig. We already know what she's going to be for Halloween, and I don't want her to change her mind a million times. Call me a bad mom. I hope I'm just being a smart and resourceful mom, but I think she'll love this. And after seeing all of her friends' fun costumes, you use these fun little outfit stickers to decorate these little dollies, and she loves this. It's like a new age paper dolls. So these are really fun, and they're a great price. This is $8.99, and we get tons and tons of play out of this one, and they love the little sparkles there. So I did include, I'll show you quickly, the Christmas one. I'll pop this over with some of our Christmas books so you can see that in a moment. Let's stay on the Halloween train here. So my daughter has recently gotten into, she's 5, being read aloud longer books, but I want books that she can start identifying sight words. School of Monsters is a great series for that, for learning sight words. They rhyme, and they also have the sight words in large bold font. But Billy and the Mini Monsters has also been recommended by some of the girls on my book team for a great early reader for getting interest and engagement in reading, because that's really what it's all about, right, you guys? Like, we don't want our kids to feel intimidated by reading. We want them to feel excited about learning to read. And we want to remember that even when they learn to read, having more pictures than words is going to make it a lot more exciting and interesting and enjoyable. So if we want a lifelong reader, making it fun is the best tip that I can give you. So this one has so many fun illustrations, kind of like a comic book, not too long. And what I love about this one is my 3-year-old gets really impatient when we're reading chapter books. And so he's going to be able to still be reading the pictures while I'm reading the words aloud. And I think it will help keep them both engaged during story time. So Billy and the Mini Monsters at Halloween is a great one to check out. I think that's the last of my Halloween books. Let me just be certain. We have so many amazing ones though. We have That's Not My Witch, That's Not My Bat, That's Not My Monster. Those are great ones for a little one who maybe can't participate in Halloween yet, but you want to get them something fun to commemorate their first or second Halloween. Lots of really fun titles. If you search Halloween on our website, you will find those. And I guess the only other thing I wanted to show you, I put this one down and didn't even show you. This is another one that I plan to give as a Switch Witch gift because it's not Halloween themed, but it's definitely a great transitional kind of Halloween to fall and Thanksgiving time. We are releasing a Thanksgiving book this year, but it has not released yet. This is called A Tale of Two Beasts. And it's a very, very cute story from two different perspectives. The first half is the perspective of this little girl who finds this tiny little animal and has him as a pet. And then the second half is the terrible beast perspective. And it's just really funny and silly. I actually didn't know about this book until a guest in one of my book parties told me, like, she raved about it. She said she loves it. She's a school teacher and she thinks it's awesome. So this is going to be a fun little book to add to our collection as well. So let's move in to Christmas. I'm going to go through several because I love to go through these books to show you the beauty. Our website does not do our books any favors. Sorry, I said it. And I just feel like these books in person are so magical. They invite children in to early literacy. They make learning fun. And so I'm really excited to be able to show you guys what they look like in real life. So first up is Baby's First Slide and See Christmas. I love these slide and see books, especially from like 9 months on, because it works on that pointer finger isolation that's so important for fine motor skills, for grasping food, for pointing and doing things like that when it relates to communication. So this one is really sweet. You slide things over. We have so many slide and see. So anytime you see a series like Slide and See or Lift the Flap, we always have tons and tons of options. So maybe you don't want Christmas, that's okay. We've got all kinds. We really love Slide and See Zoo. So this is fun. It decorates the tree. This one, they're sledding down the hill. Very minimal words, which is great for babies to get active and interested in books. We want very few words and lots of just excitement around books, feeling like books are fun toys to play with. They've also got this great detailing of the finger trail that encourages babies to start touching and manipulating the pages, and then at the end, Santa pops up. So that's a really fun one too. I wanted to show you as well, we got last year this first sticker book nativity book for my kiddos. We got this for them on Christmas morning as a gift that they could use on the travel to and from Grandma and Grandpa's house. And I loved this one, but I did feel like it was a little bit mature for my then just barely 2-year-old and my just barely 4-year-old. Enjoyed it, but I'm really excited. So I wanted to show you this. This is more of the true nativity story. It has real life looking characters and you're placing them in the story. So let me see if I can pop one open. So there are the wise men. And then you've got the baby in the manger. This is the one that my 4-year-old at the time decorated. So very, very sweet. But I saw this year that there's an even smaller one called Little Stickers Nativity Play. And I think this one's really cute because kids love to feel like they're seeing themselves or their friends in a book or something from their real life. So this one is actually on the little plays that people put on each year for the nativity scenes. And so you're gonna end up decorating these people, and then they actually give words to the story as well, which are a little bit more kid-centered. So I think they're gonna love this one. I'll still give them the other one since they didn't finish it last year, but I think this one is really, really sweet and would make a great stocking stuffer if you've got travel coming up for the holidays. Another more baby-centered book for Christmas is our Touchy-Feely Nativity. So this one is awesome for babies as little as even like 3 months and up. Really, even newborn and up, you can take their little hand and be touching the fur and the fuzzies, and a great way to introduce them to that nativity story that's so important. So lots of soft little things here. The angel is so shiny. It's a great book to engage little ones in that Christmas story. And speaking of that, we do what's called the 25 Days of Christmas. It's sort of like our Advent calendar that I'm going to show you in a little bit, but we have a lot of Christmas books. My mom handed down all my Christmas books from when I was little to me. My husband's mom did the same. A lot of people love to give babies like My First Christmas books for the first Christmas. And so we had a lot. And so what I do each year is I get out all the old gift bags that I told myself I was going to use and never actually repurposed for anyone else. And I pop just a couple of those books in each bag. And each day my children are able to open up a bag of books that feel like new books because they only come out at Christmas, and get us really excited for the Christmas season. And so I try to always make sure for our family that we have a good mix of Christian specific Christmas books, also with like the fun Santa and the more secular Christmas ideas. So speaking of the more secular, well, and some of those too, I guess I should say, can be activity books. They're not always just reading books. So like I may pop in this little Countdown to Christmas craft book in there, and each year I maybe add 1 or 2 to our collection. So this is a color pop-up Christmas. This is one that I gave my kiddos last year, and it did feel like maybe it was just a little bit mature for their ages. So this year I'm excited to get started. But each page has a spot where you'll insert a pop-up, and then towards the back, let me see if I can find them. Okay, so she made one there. Give me just a second. So you color different little things. So for example, she colored this Santa. We didn't put him in yet, but he would go in the page and he will pop out when we open the page. You can also color this little snowflake, and it shows you how to attach the little tabs, and it will create a pop-up book. So what I love about this one is it's not a coloring book that you're gonna get rid of. It's gonna be one that will be a treasured book for many years to come. You can write the date on the inside and commemorate that year and know when your little one made these fun crafts. So I love that one as well. Twinkly Twinkly Christmas Tree. We also just this year released Twinkly Twinkly Nativity. Our Twinkle books are awesome. They have an on-off switch so those batteries don't run out. Little babies up to toddlers and elementary and beyond are just fascinated with the lights on these pages. It's such a sweet little book. I really want to get the Nativity book here pretty soon. We just placed an order, but I don't know, I just love it. It's so sweet. I don't know if any of you, if your pediatrician does this, but ours always for our little baby well visits will shine the little light on her instrument at the baby and see if they touch it. So I kind of feel like it's a little test of baby's skills there. Another great one that is a more Christian themed Christmas title is Leah's Star, and it's actually about the daughter. It's a fictional story, but essentially from the point of view of the daughter of the manger owner, and it talks about her helping Mary with the birth of baby Jesus and the hustle and bustle of the season. And just such a neat and beautifully illustrated book, a perspective that not many think about in that story, but gives you a really more real life understanding of what it might have been like for Mary and those around her. So a very, very neat book, and one that will really grow with your child as well. Our reusable sticker books are some of our best sellers. This is one that was newly released, I believe, last year. It's called It's Christmas Time. And so the reusable stickers are really thick. They're like a thick plastic, and you get this fun little sheet to put them back on. But for this one, like, I clearly haven't reset it since last year, but it's got fun little like cookies and teapots and things that they can move from page to page. Fun little hats that they can use as well. So if you've got like probably an 18-month-old and up, particularly one if they're really into stickers or needing interactive books, this one is a great one to try out. Okay, we're working through them, you guys. I also wanted to mention, like, maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. We have so many amazing, and this is just scratching the surface, we have so many amazing just winter books. The Snowy Day comes to mind. I don't have that one out right now, but that's a fun little board book that's a great read. We've got Peek Inside Snowy Places and Secrets of Winter Shine-a-Light. So these Peek Inside ones are also awesome. Again, we have many in this series. Great flaps and fun little peek throughs here. There's a little narwhal. So fun and engaging. Babies and toddlers love the idea of this like peekaboo concept or seeing a part of a whole. So being able to turn the page and see what it's revealing. We love this book, but as you can see here, our flap is torn. So just be super careful with these flaps. If you're needing more reinforced flaps or non-tearable books, our Tiny Tots My Little Library is chew, tear-proof, and waterproof. And then we also have the Little Lift and Look. Those flaps are reinforced for little fingers who are prone to tearing the pages. We've got Secrets of the Winter. So our Shine-a-Light books are so magical, you guys. I'm actually gonna pull all of our Shine-a-Light books out today and build a little cozy blanket fort and look at these with my kids with our flashlight. So Shine-a-Lights are books that have an image on the back of the page that's only illuminated with light. So you can just use your phone light, but sometimes kids think it's fun to have an actual flashlight. And I'll try to show you here. We'll see if it shows up. It's kind of hard to show it like this, but basically when they shine the light behind the page, it illuminates the image. So the further away you get, obviously you can see more of it. You can see here, there's a little snowflake. Promise it's much easier than I'm demonstrating here. Okay, there you go. You can see the snowflake really well, but it's such a magical book. And they really love having the flashlights. I think this makes a great gift pairing. You could pair a fun little kid-sized flashlight with a little wrist strap with their book and you are set. So that's a great title as well. Okay, Sticker Dolly Dressing Christmas. I won't show you too much of this one because you got the basic gist with the Halloween books, but just fun little winter outfits. So sweet. I also don't have, I just realized I haven't pulled yet the Nutcracker sound book. We've got a Nutcracker sound book that's so lovely, such beautiful illustrations. That is a great one to add to your collection as well. Look at that cute little Christmas outfit. I know my daughter's gonna be super excited for that. Nibbles Christmas. Nibbles is like a magnet for children. I don't know what it is. They are addicted to Nibbles the book monster. He is a book monster who chews through books. If you search on our website, Nibbles, you will find a ton. Nibbles the Dinosaur Guide is my favorite so far. We've got Nibbles Colors, Nibbles Numbers, Nibbles Monster Hunt, which is another great Halloween title to check out. But such attention to detail. This fun little flap that lifts and he chews through each page, and I love it's a counting book, so you're not just talking about Christmas. You can see where he's chewing through and you're counting down, and you have lots of things that you can count on each page, and you can talk about the different colors. And then flip to the very end where he's got a gift for us. It's the Nibbles Christmas book, and look, he's chewed through the back of the book and escaped. So this one is very fun. Another really fun one for little ones, but ones that toddlers love as well, is Don't Tickle the Reindeer. Our Don't Tickle series is one of our most popular. It has an on-off switch as well, but isn't obnoxiously loud, but you can very clearly see the speakers. So if it is too loud, put masking tape over the back and I got you. So very gentle touches activate this book. Fun little jingle bells here, and I truly have seen babies as young as 6 months be able to touch these pages and activate the sound. So Anyone love Elf? I love that this has a little nod to the Elf movie with the narwhal. I just think it's so precious, and I know any little kiddo would be happy to have this Don't Tickle the Reindeer book. Couple more. Thanks for sticking with me. Just a reminder as I'm wrapping up, if you order, for every $40 in books that you order, our website will activate what's called customer special, meaning that you get a specially discounted book. There are a different series of 6 books each month, so you can check those out and the website will show you exactly what they're offering. Right now we also have 150 books on sale for $5 right now. And the way you can find that is on the left sidebar of our bookshop page. It will say $5 sale and you can click that. Those are great for stocking stuffers. I'm gonna actually look for some like birthday present gifts for kiddos that we have coming up. We also have just a specials tab on the left-hand sidebar of our bookshop page as well. And that shows you internet specials, which are books up to 65% off. So if you need some discounted titles, be sure to check those out. Santa Post is one of our family's favorites. Children love the idea of getting mail, and they don't get mail often. It's something that they see grown-ups get to do and them not to get to participate in as often. So I think that's what helps the magic of these books. But there's several different letters. We have Beast Feast, which would be a great Halloween title as well. I just have not pulled that one out. We love that one, but it's so fun. These are like little packages and letters that you read. And then there's also Dragon Post, and Dragon Post actually has real life. It looks like real envelopes that you pull a letter out of. So that one is great and super fun as well, but just beautiful illustrations. This is about a little girl who wrote to Santa Claus, and her original letter with what she wanted was damaged, and so he spends the whole time trying to figure out what she wants. So that one's very sweet. And then this one, and I'm saving my favorite for last. So Countdown to Christmas is similar to that Halloween activity book. It counts down each day to Christmas. So you just pop it open. Oh, it's 17 days to Christmas. We're going to make a paper chain. It's 16 days. We're going to make a star mobile. So this one is really neat and kind of same as the Halloween one. It's all with things you often have on hand at home, which I'm a big fan of. So last but not least is our Advent calendar. I love this, you guys. It is incredible and it's reusable, which I love even more. So this is on sale right now for $34.99. Look, my kiddos got into this when I told them not to, and I was able to easily tape this back. And you can see here, the way that this is made is that tape will go on it and it will not pull off the paper. So you don't have to worry about it. If you want to use this every single year, you can. And my kiddos actually thought here's the little book. They wanted to look at this book. But what I love even more about this is that it's not just Christmas specific titles. So it's not something that, like, if you decide you don't want to use it next year, your kids are still going to get a ton of use out of these books. They're the perfect size to pop in a diaper bag, put in a car seat, have in your purse, wherever it may be. Dad can even take some in his car. They're so tiny for entertainment whenever you need it. So 24 mini books. The very last one is the biggest one, and I have not opened it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which is very special. But most of the rest of them are just miniature versions of our regular titles that we already have in stock. This is so fun. My kids love that tiny little Cinderella book they ask me for all the time because it's just tiny and fun, and there's something so special about it being smaller than normal books and perfect size for little hands. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for sticking around with me. These books have created such amazing memories for my family, and I hope they do the same for yours.